Hey, check this out, guys. So this is coming from the book of Jubilees, and this is chapter 5. And it came to pass that when the children of men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born to them, that the messengers of God saw them, and on certain year of this Jubilee, that they were beautiful to look on, and they took wives for themselves of all whom they choose. And they bore sons to them, and they bore giants. And lawlessness increased on earth, and all flesh corrupted its way, men and cattle, beasts and birds, and everything that walks on the earth alike. And all of them corrupted their ways and their orders, and they began to devour each other. And lawlessness increased on earth, and every imagination of the thoughts of all men was evil continually. And God looked on the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, and all the flesh had corrupted its order, and all that were on the earth had worked all manner of evil before his eyes. And all said that he would destroy man and all flesh on the face of the earth, which he had created. But Noah found grace before the eyes of the Lord. And against the messengers whom he had sent on the earth, he was exceedingly angry. And he gave command to root them out of all their domain and dominion. And he commanded us to bind them in the depths of the earth. And behold, they are all bound in the midst of them, in the midst of the earth. They are all bound in the midst of them, and are kept separate. And a command went out against their sons from before his face, that they should be smitten with the sword and be removed from under the heavens. And this is verse 8. And he said, My spirit will not always abide on man, for indeed they are also flesh, and their days shall be 120 years. Now check this out, guys. This is coming from the Apocrypha, and this is canonical scripture. Revelations 18, okay, verse 8. That's 1. That's 9. That can be 9 and then 8. Well, 9 and 8 also comes to 72. Okay? Now, this is the fall of Babylon. Now, watch this. The corresponding numbers is 4, 3, which can be 12. 4 times 3 can be 12. And then you got 5 and then 8. All right? So, it's going to be 12 or 120. 1, 2, 0, 5, 8. Now, watch this. The Apocrypha, Jubilees, 120, chapter 5, verse 8. And he said, My spirit will not always abide on man, for indeed they are also flesh. Their days shall be 120 years. Look at that. And this is the fall of Babylon. Now, 18 and 8 also comes to the 72 strokes that they suffered in the garden. Right here. All right, chapter 8. And God was angry with us, and the Lord came in paradise and called me in a terrible voice and said to Adam, Where are you? And why do you hide from my face? Will the house be able to hide itself from its builder? And he says to me, Since you have abandoned my covenant, I have brought on your body 72 strokes. The trouble of the first stroke is the pain of the eyes. The second stroke is an affliction of the hearing. And likewise, in turn, all strokes will befall you. I can't make it up, guys. It's real. You see what I'm saying? So, and I mean, look, 18 comes to 9, and 8 will be 72. So all strokes, I'm telling you guys, man, I'm telling you, man, something's getting ready to pop off today. Today is going to be real, guys. Today is not no joke, man. So just prepare your hearts and be ready. That's all I can say, is just be ready. Okay? I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next. Well, look, check this out real quick. Let me show you something else real quick, just for clarity. Okay? Just humor me. Okay. So, 260, right? That can be 120, right? That could come out to be the 120, right? Because 2 times 6 is 12, so 120, right? And then you got 45, 120, 45. And this is the second allegory concerning those who deny the dwelling of the holy ones and the Lord of spirits. Okay? Now check this out. 33 times 365 comes to 120.45. Well, 12 from this equation right here, and you can write it down, check it out yourself. Feel free. And that's a times, by the way. Plus 49 times 12 plus 28. Okay? That's going to be 1, 2, 0. 2 and 2 will be 4, 5. And then 2, 8 will be 7. 124, 5. And then 7. 16, 3:16. John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes on his name should not die or perish, but have everlasting life. And that comes out to the year of 2025, which is right now. And today is, we are in that 12th year of God's final age. I'll show you. Watch this. Okay, so that's the 120.45. And like I said, that's those who deny the name of Christ. Now watch this. Let me show you this real quick before I get sidetracked. Okay, ready? 12, 40, and 5. And they heard a loud voice from heaven saying to them, "Come up here." And they ascended into heaven in a cloud, and their enemies saw them. And in that same hour there was a great earthquake, and a tenth of the city fell. In the earthquake 7,000 people were killed, and the rest were afraid and gave glory to the God of heaven. This is the second woe past. Behold, the third woe is coming quickly. Boom. You see what I'm saying? So 12, 40, 12, 45, 120, and then 45. Now, I'm not saying those that went down in the earthquake are these people. Okay? What I am saying is that it lines up with the 12:45, and that's because the seventh trumpet, the kingdom will be proclaimed. Okay? So the third woe is going to be really, really, really bad. So the nations will be angry, for the wrath of God has come, and the time of the dead, and that they should be judged, and that they should receive their reward. Or they should reward their servants and the prophets, the saints, and those who fear your name, both small and great, and should destroy those who destroy the earth. Now, check this out. Right here. 6 times 2 is 12. 3 times 4 is 12. That's going to be 24. The Hebrew year right now is 5786. Scarcity, the third seal, scarcity on earth. Fourth seal is widespread death on earth. 5786. That's the Hebrew year we're in right now. 4 times 7 comes to 28. 28, 2025. Look, 9 times 3 comes to 27, right? 9, Daniel 9, 27. And that's also 277, 249. See what I'm saying, guys? I'm not just blowing smoke. Like, I'm trying to tell you guys, man, be ready, because if you don't believe in Jesus Christ, I pray that you turn to him now, because I'm telling you, man, things are getting ready to happen in this world, and it's getting ready to get ugly. So I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. And also, look, 493. 3 times 49 comes to 147. That's 57. Well, there's your 5 times 6 is 30. 30. 577. 549. 495. Boom, the 49 and a half. See what I'm saying? I mean, I can't make it up, guys. You know what I mean? So I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Shalom, shalom. If there is a next one.